My name is Bobby Williams, and I am a civil engineer. So, a civil engineer is nothing more than a problem solver for things outside. There's four basic branches of civil engineering. There's structural stuff, so guys that can design buildings or bridges. You've got soils, which are guys that can look at dirt, basically, and design foundations. Then you have water guys, and then there's transportation guys. Transportation guys are the ones that design roads, basically. So for my job, I am a construction engineer, which basically means I oversee road and bridge projects that are out. So, I mean, it's usually highways, things like that. So for me, a typical workday is driving between projects that I'm overseeing. Typically, I'll talk to contractors, negotiate with them, but every day is a little bit different. And so I think the best part of my job is the freedom. Once I am in charge of a project, it's up to me to make sure it's ran correctly and, make sure it's built the right way. So I get to go out whenever I feel like it. If it's too cold outside, I'll stay inside. If it's a nice day, I'm driving out. Um, the least favorite part of my job is probably dealing with really, really angry citizens that don't understand what we're trying to do for them. As you can imagine, construction projects are usually pretty tough and people don't really want to be around them. But we do our best to make sure everything goes the right way. When I was younger, I found out that I was pretty good at math, and somebody told me maybe I should look into engineering. Didn't know what it was, and when I started looking into it, I found out I was actually pretty good with it. So um, I just tried a lot of different things and stumbled onto civil, and it turned out to be a good move. I would say if you are in school right now and you like math, I think what I would do is at least try to shadow an engineer and see if maybe it's something you'd want to do. Um, it's a pretty nice field to be in. Believe it or not, because there's always a shortage with engineers, a lot of people are interested and willing to allow younger people to shadow them. So it can be as simple as calling the Department of Transportation and saying, hey, I'd like to shadow an engineer. And if they are not able to do it, they know a firm that can do it. I would be willing to do it as well. If you want to be a civil engineer, I think if you're a high school student looking at courses, trig, geometry, maybe even a little bit of calculus is probably a good place to start to understand the math. And then I would say English. There's a lot of writing, trying to make sure people understand what you're trying to do. So to be a professional engineer, it's got a whole bunch of steps. But for one, you need a 4-year degree in engineering from a university that's ABET accredited. ABET is nothing more than the Accreditation Board of Engineering and Technology. Within engineering, at least civil engineering, when we do construction projects, we always have to be mindful of all um, the different regulations that are around when we're doing projects. Sidewalks specifically, there's always ADA compliance, making sure people that are a little bit disadvantaged can use the sidewalks properly. And what that means is we have a lot of rules. For one, there is a 2% or less slope requirement on sidewalks. So I need to know, kind of like before, the point here and a point there, the distance between, and that's how I can determine if it's 2% or less of a cross slope.